Are you looking to move to beautiful Lebanon County? You might have caught our last video on Palmyra. Well, today we're continuing east to the beautiful and quaint towns of Annville and Cleona. We're going to show you around town and a few communities. You ready? Let's go. Okay, like I said earlier, we're going to be showing you the sister towns of Annville and Cleona, which are full of historic charm and rural beauty. They're only 5 minutes away from each other, right along 422 here in Lebanon County, just east of Hershey and Palmyra. Very well located, far enough away to enjoy the peace and quiet of rural life, but close enough to all the major areas, amenities, entertainment, healthcare, and so on. Within a 20-mile radius, you can get to Harrisburg or Lancaster, enjoy the historic and cultural events of Hershey, and even scoot away to the Mount Gretna Theater. There's so much to do and so many beautiful neighborhoods, we can't wait to show you.
Okay, we are here at the square in Old Town Annville, a beautiful square, sitting right across from Swatera Coffee. Great coffee shop right here in the heart of town. And so many quaint little shops here. You've got the Flower Garden and Stewart's Gift Peddler, just to name a few. A lot of great small boutique shops and restaurants and cafes, mom and pop. A lot of people supporting their neighbors and their local businesses down here. Aaron and I just had lunch at Pho Bar and Grill. If you like Vietnamese soup, otherwise known as pho, you gotta go here to Pho Bar and Grill down on Main Street in Annville. If you like banh mi or boba tea, there's also a great bar in the background, so at night that's the place to be as well. But just a great, very walkable, awesome downtown here. It's a beautiful day, very temperate climate, high 60s today, right here in the square. And we're about to take you, like Aaron said, throughout these towns of Annville and Cleona. But first, I want to talk a little bit about Lebanon County. As Aaron said, our first video in Lebanon County was last week's video in Palmyra. And we're moving eastward through now Annville and Cleona as we get into the heart of Lebanon. Lebanon County is a region that has deep historic roots here in the area. It's an area known for its picturesque countryside, framed by rolling hills and fertile farmland, making it really a gorgeous and scenic place to live. The history of Lebanon dates back to the 18th century when it was settled by German immigrants who have left a lasting impression on the local culture and traditions here. The geography includes the Lebanon Valley, which is flanked by the Blue Mountains to the north and the South Mountains to the south. So those valley conditions create not only a beautiful natural landscape, but also very fertile for agricultural productivity. And we have a lot of valleys here in central Pennsylvania. We've, of course, have the Susquehanna River Valley and the Cumberland Valley. And again, we have talked about agriculture a number of times between the farm show and a lot of the rural scenery that you've seen in our other videos. Pennsylvania is known for that, and particularly that's true here in Lebanon County. Economically, Lebanon's background was heavily influenced by the iron industry in the past. Today, it's diversified a little bit. Agriculture remains a significant part of the economy, predominantly with dairy farming, corn, and soybean cultivation. Manufacturing also plays a crucial role with companies producing food products, machinery, and metal products as well. And the healthcare sector as well is grown here and employs many locals. Living in Lebanon offers a close-knit community feel. I think you're going to see that as we take you through these different areas. People tend to know each other, say hello to each other on the street, and are willing to lend one another a helping hand. There's a small town atmosphere, and it's complemented by a slower pace of life, which can be appealing for many. That might not be for everybody, so I understand if you might have other interests outside of this area, but if you're looking for a quiet way of life, which is just outside of some of the larger areas and outside of the entertainment centers, but quiet, enjoy the rural life, this is the place for you. If you're new to the area, you should know that this area does pride itself on its sense of community and traditional values. They host a lot of festivals and cultural celebrations throughout the year, and there's opportunities for residents to come together all the time. Amazing outdoor activities as well. And that's a very popular place to come for outdoor activities. You've got nearby state parks and hiking trails, a lot of recreation opportunities. Of course, we've talked about the Appalachian Trail, In particular, that is a favorite among outdoor enthusiasts here in Lebanon. So if you're considering moving here, it's worth noting the importance of supporting these local businesses and farms. It's an integral part of the local economy here, and it's really a way of life. You'll see as we drive through these small towns and all the different great little mom and shop spots. This community takes pride in its locally sourced food and its farming community. There's great history here, natural beauty, and a strong sense of togetherness and community. So you can expect that moving here. Friendly atmosphere, slower pace of life, affordable cost of living, and a diverse economy, a lot of different job opportunities. Lebanon's awesome. We're going to show you that today. And I'm going to turn it back over to Aaron. Shortly, we're going to take you to see our first house and give you some other information about the area.
Welcome to Annville, Pennsylvania. Now, people who live here say Annville is familiar. It's friendly and a lot of fun with so much to offer. It's a wonderful place to grow up with safe, hardworking communities and a beautiful backdrop of rural scenery. Now, here's some statistics. Number one, it's on the National Register of Historic Places. Number two, Annville is rated number 4 best place to live in Lebanon County with an overall rating of B+ and a population here in Annville of 4,800. Now, we're gonna take you out to the first community of the day. So let's go.
Here we are at our first community of the day. We are at the Towns at Mayapple Woods here in South Annville Township, Lebanon County. This opening price point for this end of row townhouse behind me is going to be $319,900. Now for 1,580 feet, that's roughly about $200 a square foot. 1,500 square feet is a nice sized townhouse. These are beautiful. It's very quiet here. They're still building. Garmin Builders, who you've heard us talk about before, we work with them closely on a lot of different projects in and around central Pennsylvania. We are walking distance to Lebanon Valley College, which is a huge perk. If you're a family moving here with college-age children, that's incredible. Again, really quiet, really beautiful, and a great HOA community. There is a $100 a month HOA, which will cover your lawn, your snow removal, and the common areas. Very nice community here at the Towns at Mayapple Woods. $319,900 for our first price point of the day. I can't wait to show you the rest of our tour. Let's go. Here on Main Street, we suggest you check out and support all these local great shops. So many great little places like Stewart's Gift Peddler. Bring the family, hop across the street to the Whirling Dervish Bakery right there, just behind me, for the best baked goods. Try their chocolate covered peanut butter balls. You will thank me later. Now, Annville has experienced a revitalization of the downtown area here. Back in the early 2000s, they had a streetscape project which revitalized a lot of the walking streets here downtown, as well as the development of the north side of East Main Street. And the town just continues to grow. So if you visit Annville today, you're going to be greeted by a community of people that are proud to be from this part of the area. So we're going to continue to our second home tour and then on to Cleona.
And here we are at our second community of the day here in Annville. We're in the neighborhood of Winding Creek. It is a 55+ community, and we do feature this in our 55+ community video that we did last year. Check that out for more information on this neighborhood. Now, Landmark Homes is going to be the builder here. They're a well-known builder in the area, especially around Lebanon County. These are going to be all new built homes. A lot to go yet. It has a community clubhouse. Your HOA is going to run you about $167 per month. Heated saltwater pool as well. Now, the price tag here, most of these homes are going to be about $700,000, and it's about 2,700 square feet. So your price per square foot is going to be right around $257. Now, they have different models to choose from. Right here's the Cooper, up here's the Ashton, a few more as we walk up the street. So you kind of have your choice here. If you are looking to move in this community and you want more information about it, definitely reach out to us here at the Living in Central PA team and we'll point you in the right direction. Your taxes will also run you about $10,000 per year, and you're close to a lot of amenities. Annville's about 2 miles down the road. All your big box stores is real close to Palmyra. So let's take you around the neighborhood, and then we're going to take you to Cleona.
So we're just making our way into Cleona here in the car, and I wanted to come to you from the car for a couple of reasons. One, we were hitting some rush hour traffic. It is right around the 5 o'clock hour here. And two, that we wanted to show you, Cleona doesn't really have a downtown area in the traditional sense, or a town square. It is a very small town. There's only 1,800 people that live here, just over that. If you look on the MLS right now, there's probably one home that's listed here in Cleona versus probably 25 that are listed in Annville. So specifically, Cleona is very small, very quaint, but still living here is a great experience. It's friendly, there's plenty to do. If you can't find something to do here in Cleona, it's a short drive to Annville, Hershey, Lancaster, Harrisburg. But we're going to show you our third house now, and then we're going to show you a lot of fun things to do between Annville and Cleona. All right, coming to you from a little bit of a different location here. We're usually walking through neighborhoods or in downtowns, and I'm in the middle of this freshly cut cornfield that they're getting ready to till here for the planting season for our corn here in Cleona. Now, we talked about Cleona and its agricultural relevance. You can see behind me that beautifully historically preserved farm, and there's so many farms throughout this area. You'll see homes speckled between farmland and churches. This is really God's country out here. So if you're looking for a quiet way of life, rural backdrop, there's really no better place in the area than here in Cleona. Considered one of the best places to live in Lebanon County. It's a great experience here, small town charm, friendly atmosphere, but close enough to all the amenities that one would want. The median home value is about $159,000 versus the national average of $281,900. So you can get a lot more home for a lot less money. And if you're in renting mode, you can rent a place for an average of $959 versus the national of $1,268. So all across the board, you're looking at a better quality of life for a more affordable way of life as well. And it's just nice and tranquil and quiet out here. Really beautiful, really healing, especially on a gorgeous day like today. So let's take you into town. We're gonna visit our third home here in Cleona, and we'll take you and show you some fun things to do as well. Our third community brings us right here to Cleona Borough, just about a third of a mile away from that open farmland cornfield that we were just in. So you can see the proximity between these residential neighborhoods and the rural farmland here in beautiful Lebanon County. We are in the borough. This home behind me, 1930s colonial, over 2,500 square feet. So it's a large home. At a price point of $329,900, you're looking at about $130 a square foot, which is well below the average that we usually bring you. 5 bedrooms, 1.5 baths, and a detached 3-car garage. If you're a car enthusiast, if you like working on cars or collecting cars or motorcycles, this is a dream home for you. Right here in Cleona Borough, just moments away from the beautiful rural landscapes that we brought to you before. Let's show you around a little bit.
Here we have the Annville Cleona School District. Now this is going to service both Annville and Cleona. Since both towns are relatively small, they have a combined school district. Overall rating here is going to be B+ with niche.com, roughly 1,400 students in grades K through 12, student-teacher ratio of 16:1. And it's actually ranked the #2 school district in Lebanon County.
Annville is home to Lebanon Valley College. We're here on campus now, and this was the first co-ed college in Pennsylvania, started back in 1866. Still very popular to this day. Its top programs include kinesiology and exercise science, business administration, early childhood development, and music, as a matter of fact. I might have mentioned on this channel that I'm a musician locally myself, and I have worked with a lot of musicians locally and regionally who went to the esteemed musical programs here at Lebanon Valley College. And even if you're not a student, it's just an excellent destination for entertainment, for musical events, for culture and history, again, being so close to everything within town. There's a peace garden, there's a beautiful sprawling campus here, so it's a very, very, very nice university right here in town. In addition to this, for education or culture, you can visit the Annville Free Library, which offers amazing programs for all ages. And there's also a community pool, which is awesome in the summertime. The kids will love it. If you are in town locally, just visiting, you need a place to stay, check out the Patriot House. It's a beautiful historic bed and breakfast right in town. If you're looking for some place to stay, make a weekend out of a visit here, you can stay at the Patriot House, a beautiful historic bed and breakfast right in town. And just north of town is the Annville Inn with its sprawling views of the gorgeous countryside here. So we wanted to show you that, Lebanon Valley College, downtown Annville.
All right, here we are at our final community of the day. Now we're on the west end of Cleona Borough. The last house we saw was on the east end. This neighborhood here is very close to the center of town, and this home features 5 bedrooms, 2 full baths, right around 2,400 square feet. With a price point of $357,000, that's roughly $150 per square foot, which is very reasonable. We're in Annville Cleona School District. Again, in the borough, the taxes are going to run you about $4,000 per year. Let's take you around the neighborhood. So this is actually only one of 2 active listings on the market here in Cleona. That goes to show you how small the town is. And technically this one's pending, so there's only 1 active listing here in Cleona. So if you are interested in moving to Cleona, definitely reach out to us. We'll be happy to help.
Here we are at Fort Indiantown Gap in Annville. Let me tell you a little bit about Fort Indiantown Gap. It is a training facility for the armed forces, specifically National Guard. However, there are other syndicates of the armed forces and active duty reserves, which also do training here. Over 18,000 acres of different courses and training facilities for our armed services. We also work with a lot of people moving here that are going to be working at the base, working at the fort, whether they're active duty or in a support role. But Aaron and I and the team have worked with a lot of people relocating to the area specifically to work here at Fort Indiantown Gap. As a matter of fact, Aaron also, on the weekends, very often he goes to Fort Indiantown Gap and helps support certain healthcare events that they have where they get medical support for vision and dental and things of that nature. So we always like to give back to our active duty military and retired military. I, of course, work with a lot of veterans through several VA lending networks, and we just wanted to say again thank you to the people that serve our country in the military and armed forces. And if you have any questions about Fort Indiantown Gap, or you're thinking about moving here or relocating, please reach out to us. For you outdoor and nature enthusiasts, you're going to find a lot to do here. We've already talked to you about how we're out amongst beautiful rural backdrops and little pieces of forested wilderness like I'm at now. This is absolutely gorgeous. You can probably hear the water rushing beneath me. We're on a bridge over the Quittapahilla Creek here at Quiddy Glen Nature Park. Now, it's just beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous here today. The birds chirping, the water running below us. And this is a nature center that's kept up by a group of volunteers through an organization called the Friends of Old Annville. And I want to give a shout out to that group for doing God's work of keeping our natural resources and our wilderness in store the way that they do. There's beautiful oak trees and sycamore trees, and there's hiking trails and walking trails around here with old lime kilns and all kinds of wildlife. It's really beautiful. In addition, we talked about Fort Indiantown Gap. You can go and watch the helicopters do training routines out there. It's a fun thing to do, and pay homage to our fallen soldiers at the memorial. The Gap also has a community swimming pool and a community club, both of which are open to the public. Last but not least, you can enjoy your day with a sunset walk at Memorial Lake with its natural trails suited for walkers, runners, whatever you're into, biking. You'll see families cooking under the pavilions on grills, and kids playing, kayaks going, fishing, fishermen on the lake. Of course, wildlife lovers, like we've talked about, you can take advantage of the turtle platforms and the duck and the bat boxes, and of course the beautiful butterfly field. So all in all, there's so much to do. Whether you love nature, whether you're just getting into hiking or being outdoors, you're gonna love Annville, you're gonna love Cleona. And again, everything is so close here. We can walk. We didn't even need the car today. We could walk from here to the college, to the town, to the restaurants. we could walk from Annville to Cleona really and back. So it's just very walkable and just absolutely gorgeous. Check out this view.
Okay, so now we're gonna grab a bite to eat real quick. It's right around lunchtime, and then we're gonna show you some fun things to do here in Annville and Cleona. Now we're mostly gonna stick in Annville because that's where you're gonna find most of your amenities and fun things to do. So let's go. All right, let's show you some fun things to do around town. We're going to start with the Allen Theater, which dates back to the early 1900s. Make sure to hit up the Backstage Cafe, which is the site of the former MJ's Coffee House and is actually adjacent to Allen Theater, with a menu including great sandwiches, salads, and smoothies, as well as delicious desserts. The cafe also plays host to local musicians, monthly jazz nights, and independent local artists, showcasing their talents. Make sure to visit Monday night open mic. Now that's just one of so many restaurants you can choose from. Another one is Rotunda Restaurant and Brewery. They have great beers on tap with a unique Southern menu. Definitely try their smoked wings. You're not going to regret it. Now, other favorite spots include Harper's Tavern, Corvette Grill and Bar, and of course, Funk's in nearby Palmyra. Locals enjoy trivia night on Wednesday nights at Arrowhead Bar and Grill, located inside the community club, or the unique menu selections at Schnitz Creek Brewery.
So we told you that we'd finish up with a few fun things to do here in the area. We're going to start off with a visit to the Rotunda Restaurant. This has been recommended by locals as a favorite happy hour spot, as you can tell by the parking lot and the crowd inside. But that's only one of many fun places in the area, including Arrowhead Bar and Grill, Schnitz Creek, as well as Funk's over in Palmyra. There's a ton of fun things to do in this very walkable town, so come on inside and let's enjoy a Friday afternoon happy hour. All right, I want to say cheers to another great video. I hope you enjoyed this one on Annville and Cleona. Cheers to another great week here on a Friday with the Living in Central PA team. If you are looking to buy or sell in the area, or if you're relocating to the area, or if you have any questions at all about real estate here in Central Pennsylvania, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or we'll even set up a Zoom call with you to help you make a smooth move to the area. Until next time, keep it real.